everyone. We're here today to thank not only just the boosters, but also all of the citizens, residents, businesses that support our boosters when they're out there doing their fundraising. All this equipment that you see in front of us equates to a tremendous amount of money. All that money was raised through private donations and allowed the Sheriff's Department to purchase this equipment in order for us to do a safer job. The Antelope Valley Sheriff's Boosters, their primary mission is to support the deputies here at Lancaster Station and to make sure that we have the best equipment possible to do our job safely and efficiently. Recently, the boosters provided us with the funds to purchase all of this equipment. The vests, the helmets, the rifles will be used by the members of our special teams such as Capt, Top, Corps, and the Burglary Suppression Team. All these teams are actively involved in high-risk operations where they're never sure what they may encounter. This equipment allows these deputies to face the unknown with the confidence that their bodies are protected as well as they can be. Doing the job that they do without high-quality state-of-the-art safety equipment is like playing Major League Baseball with a Little League bat. It gives them just the self-confidence to know that, hey, I'm going to go face something. I don't know what it is. I'm mentally prepared. I'm physically prepared. I've done all the training I can do, and now I have all this equipment to protect me physically from the unknown. So this stuff here is huge in the mindset of the deputies out there doing their job. In addition to this equipment, the boosters have provided funding to purchase items ranging from heated gloves for our motorcycle deputies to surveillance vehicles. They provided funds for equipment that is being used virtually in every area of our station. And all of this equipment plays a vital role in our efforts, crime-fighting efforts here at Lancaster Station. So on behalf of all the deputies behind me, thank you. Thank the community that supports you. We couldn't do this without you. I'd like to introduce Vice Mayor Ron Smith.
You know, since about 2006, 2007, we've had a precipitous drop in crime. In fact, we've dropped it 34%. And it's because of these brave men and women that we have on the Sheriff's Department and the hard work that they do. But bigger than that, it takes a community and it takes a collaboration. And this community has really come together to support the deputy sheriffs and support the city in trying to reduce the crime and make this a safer place. And one of the biggest contributors is the Sheriff's Boosters here in Lancaster. In fact, they're the #1 boosters in LA County. They've raised hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy all this. Like, this is the cool stuff they get to go out there with. And so it's that collaboration that has worked with the Sheriff's Department that has been able to drop the crime rate like it has, along with all the citizens. And I want to introduce probably the #1 arm twister, as I call it, for the boosters. Sometimes during fundraising season, I don't know if they answer your calls that often, because you know those people when they call and they go, I know he's going to get some money out of me. And this is the guy that, along with his team from the boosters, that makes it happen to raise all the funds to make it a success. And that's Councilman Marv Crist.
We have a great set of boosters. About 5 or 6 years ago, we had about 7 boosters for the Antelope Valley Sheriff Boosters. Our crime rate was 478 per 10,000. The city decided, the boosters decided, and more importantly, the community decided that we weren't going to tolerate crime anymore. But in order for these gentlemen to do their job, we have to provide them the equipment to do that. So they go home to their families at night, they go home, their kids, their fathers, everybody can say thank you. And the community says thank you, and the boosters say thank you. But we have great community partners. We have Waste Management, we have Walmart, we have Harley Davidson, we have Robertson Palmdale Honda, we have different real estate offices, we have Clear Channel Radio, we have Dean Witter, Morgan Stanley. So we have a lot of the community that participates. But this is not about the boosters. This is about protecting these gentlemen that are behind us. This is about making sure that they have the equipment to do their job. And I'd like to introduce our new captain, Mr. Bob Johnson.
4 weeks ago, when I took command of Lancaster Station, obviously I knew I was inheriting a great command. But what I wasn't aware of was how great of a command it was as far as the personnel assigned here, as far as the relationships with the city, the county, and especially with the boosters. Those relationships I couldn't do this job without. It has been an amazing 4 weeks, and it's going to be an amazing future because of this collaboration between all of us. This team of individuals that makes up the boosters is absolutely phenomenal. I can't imagine a request that's been presented to them that they've denied. Everything we need, they've come through with, and this equipment is just a small portion of some of the things the boosters has been able to buy on behalf of the Sheriff's Department. So I'd like to thank, on behalf of all the personnel at Lancaster Station, and especially myself, is thank you to the boosters for your contributions. Thank you to the city of Lancaster for funding these teams, because these 3 teams in particular that are standing behind me, the LANCAP, the top team, and the burglary suppression team, are very, very unique in what they do. And they're unique to law enforcement because they have specific roles. And that's why this equipment is so crucial, because the doors they go through are not the normal doors. They are always going through the door of somebody that's wanted. That's what makes it so different. We have a lot of officers that are knocking on doors every day. Matter of fact, I looked at that yesterday. When you look at the amount of people that have gone to jail from Lancaster Station for 2010, there were over 13,000 individuals that went to jail. That's in addition to the over 50,000 calls for service that our deputies knocked on people's doors. And in addition to that, we have close to another 70,000 observations that are created. That's over 176,000 people we come in contact with on a law enforcement standpoint. That's a lot of people. But these teams are always contacting the worst of the worst because of the specifics of their mission. They're going after the parolees that are wanted or suspected of committing additional crimes. They're going after the people that are burglarizing our homes. So every time they go after one of these individuals, the threat level is even that much higher. And this equipment is going to provide them to do that with tremendous confidence and the knowledge and knowing that if they get resistance, they're going to be able to deal with that threat right then and there. Sunday morning, I had the privilege of presenting the Steve Swanson Award to one of our deputies of one of these teams, Deputy Daniel Gore at Lancaster Baptist Church. The significance of that and the correlation to where we are here today is a lot. If you remember, Steve Swanson was one of the deputies that was killed in the line of duty at this station back in December 3rd or December 2nd of 2003. As a commander of the station, I never, ever want to receive that type of phone call. So I am greatly appreciative of the fact that you are helping us fight crime the way it needs to be fought, and that we can do so safely so no deputy ever loses his life in the line of duty again. So again, thank you on behalf of the Sheriff's Department, and I'm looking forward to all the partnerships and the working relationships we're going to have. So on behalf of us, thank you for what you're doing. And that'll conclude this press conference. We'll be available for specific questions as far as logistics or anything else. So thank you for coming today.